Welcome to the VRLY podcast, the leaders in real estate tech and marketing, with your host, Tyler Irons.
Welcome to the VRLY podcast. Today we have on Mo Berry with us. So Mo, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Cool setup here. Just thankful for the opportunity.
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting room that we have because when we decided to move over with kwELITE, we invested a little bit of money into this setup. So,
yeah.
But I think it's definitely paid off, and I think we're gonna get a lot of value out of it. So, but yeah, let's just jump into it and chat a little bit about you and what you're up to these days and where you're going. So, just give us a quick rundown of your history.
Yeah, so as y'all know, I was 2019 captain for Nebraska Cornhuskers. After that season, it's projected to get drafted or at least first priority free agency pick. That didn't happen, unfortunately. Many opportunities were lost due to the COVID and not having rookie minicamp, not having finishing pro day workouts afterwards, or training camp. So it was real hard, but the biggest thing is I had to move on, and I didn't want to be a victim, or I'm not into this belief of victimization. So I had to move on, and I made some calls. One of those calls were to Karen Jennings of Berkshire Hathaway, who hooked me up with Vince Lizzie, and then a mass email got sent out. Then I went with Mike Pettit of the Metro Pros. He's been an incredible leader for me and a mentor that has taught me the game the right way. And so I moved back to Omaha and was interning with him until I had my license in the latter part of January. And, it's been a great month. I've closed pending of $3 million in my first quarter. And
that's crazy.
Yeah. It's been hard. Been working, finding innovative ways to get clients and secure fair commissions and stuff like that. It's been tiresome. Working 12 hours some days, most days. And, it's been hard, but the success is there. And so after that, I thought to myself, maybe the course is to be individual. I appreciate everything that Mike has done for me and everything that Berkshire Hathaway brokerage has done for me and has facilitated my growth as a person. But I thought kwELITE and the curve, being ahead of the curve and giving more resources to my clients and bettering the product is what needed to be done. And, Jeff and what he's doing here is exceptional, even with our market and our setting being in Nebraska. And I just thought it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, it's you've done a lot in a very short amount of time in real estate. So do you have any main focuses right now that you're trying to, zero in on for, are you looking residential, multifamily, commercial?
Yeah, I don't have a niche or whatnot, as they say. I would say that it's whatever my clientele wants. I want to be very versatile just because I'm still learning. I don't know everything, and I'm not even close to maximizing myself. So I just want to, it's really, okay, what clients do I get more of? That's going to dictate where do I specialize even more of. But right now I'm trying to learn everything. It's just almost like taking ACE requirement courses in college where you're just diverse. You don't know your major yet, but
right.
You're trying to figure out when you're dabbling things, what do you enjoy the most? And so right now I just enjoy real estate in whole, and I do commercial. Right now working with an out-of-state partner in Des Moines, Iowa, doing commercial leasing. Then I'm doing, I've done multi-units, small multi-units, single family for investment, single family for moving in. So I've been everywhere in different price ranges. Just got the closing date now for one of my friends. They're closing on a $500,000 home. So it's just doing a lot of things, and then I'm selling 120, so I'm helping buyers there. Because I actually enjoy that, by the way, 120, because that's hard for people to get that. So when I get that for them, and I'm passionate about it, because it's hard for them because they're competing with cash offers and stuff like that, and investors buying in. So when I get them that, I'm more happy than anything, because it's like a competition there.
For sure.
But yeah, so I could help anyone anywhere at any time. So it's not, for me, I'm not just specialized. I am trying to win for whomever is my client.
You know, that's a really cool place to be too, because I think, you know, more real estate's probably going to move that way in the future, where you can now service your client through the, you know, the life cycle of their buying experience. Because, you know, like you said, the person who's buying the $100,000 to the $120,000 home now, you know, maybe at some point it's going to be buying the investment property down the road, or the commercial property, and you're going to be able to, you know, have experience in all those things that you can kind of navigate them through that journey. And, you know, and a lot of it's just people don't know what they don't know. So like as much as you're learning, you can then teach that to other people, and then they can understand, you know, how to create wealth through real estate.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool to be able to, you know, start learning it all and take it in. And like you said, I'm sure that's 12-hour days and not easy work, because it's easy to just specialize sometimes. And, you know, there's pros and cons of each, but that's taking on a lot, and that's a bit, it says a lot about you.
No.
So,
and you know, just in this market right now, you can't, if you're trying to be singular, you know, you're not, it's even coming out, it's going to be very tough, you know. People, we got good people, real good agents here, and they have ruled the market through connections and lineage and stuff like that. But being a new person, you have to find ways to get your clients to prove to them that, you know, you deserve their business, and you could add value to them. So I'm not choosing the clients. I'm telling anyone, I'm saying, look, this is what I have to offer for you. This is what I could do that makes me different. And if you choose me, then this is what you're going to get. Regardless of the deal, I'm aligned with people. If I don't know it, I have aligned myself with people that know everything in every direction. You know, Boomer and people, Mike or whomever that knows different things that could help me better serve my clients. But what I have is, I'm going to go to battle. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to find it. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm a deliver, and that's the importance there. Right.
I mean, I think you said it perfectly. I mean, a lot of people are just afraid to say, I don't know, or like not have the answers. But that's, you know, I think most people respect when someone can say, I don't know, but I will find out. I think that, you know, that goes a really long ways to, you know, be able to actually go execute and find those answers, and being able to defer to mentorships and things like that, and realizing that you are, you know, sometimes you're going to be new. I mean, if we're doing our business right in any industry, we should always be learning new things. You know, that's how we level up, and that's how we, you know, continue to push ourselves forward. But I like your viewpoint of, you know, taking the opportunities you have and making the most of those opportunities within the lifetime of those opportunities.
Yes, sir.
So I think I think you're on the right path for sure, and you're going to be doing a lot of cool things. So I'm really excited to see everything else that's going to come along. What's been, you know, one of your favorite things about real estate so far?
You know, I would say just meeting great people, or meeting people in general. I was asked a question yesterday, saying who else I've learned from, and who's besides, you know, because I always say it's Mike Pettit, but first my mother, and then after that is Coach Bray, a coach who has transformed my life in college at Nebraska, and then I'll say Mike Pettit in real estate. But I would say everyone. I learn from everyone. I you know, talking to you, I'm picking up stuff from you that you do well that I don't. Stuff that I admire about you, that I can add to my own toolbox. Whether it's mannerisms, whether it's a way of talking or communicating, some of your ideas and so forth. It could be a lot of things, and you can learn from every conversation. So I like having conversations. I like learning from people. I think real estate has a lot of businessmen and women that you learn from, and it's just cool that it's a relational type of business and communication. If you're opposed to it, you won't succeed there, and you have to know how to communicate, and it's great, and that's what I really enjoy about it.
Absolutely. No, that's perfect. And that is one really cool part about real estate that I've seen is just, I always kind of look at real estate agents as like the open source industry, like there's a rough guideline, but how each agent adapts certain technologies or features or just like you said, like mannerisms of what they do is such a wide variance.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all put their own personal spin on it, and you are all your own little business. So you have that flexibility, unlike a lot of other industries that don't have flexibility because they have to follow the script. Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah, they have to be real uniformed, and it's a way, a mold in which you act. It's almost like playing quarterback. A quarterback has to act like this, and that's what most industries are.
Right. Yep. And you guys do a good job of like staying agile though, and being able to move with the times. Because I mean, like you said, like right now the housing market. I think I saw the other day in Lincoln, there's like 40 homes on the market. Yeah. And how many of those are over probably 350 or 400,000?
Yeah, and I'm actually helping someone get a townhome in Lincoln in a villa, but villas are non-existent there. So yeah, it's a hard time in the market for the buyers. I really appreciate the people that's flipping older homes, and both. There's a lot of older homes in Lincoln. There's a lot of older homes in Omaha that you can flip them and make them affordable for the intro buyers or lower range buyers, and it's nothing against them. They deserve quality in their price point as well. So that's what I'm hoping to see more of, because it's many homes in North O and in many parts of downtown Lincoln, near where did I live before? It's surrounding the Capitol. That area behind the Capitol, I would say that they just need some love, some TLC, and they're ready to go, and someone could afford that and not have to sell their arm or leg for it, and have quality. So people who's doing those types of projects, they're doing a great service to this community, both communities in Omaha and Lincoln.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. Like, who would be your target person to meet? If you could meet anybody, who would you want to meet?
Oh, that's in a name. Shoot, I would say Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan?
And Tom Brady, Ray Lewis. Just, I would say those three.
That's a good three.
Oh, and then Robert Kiyosaki, of course.
Okay, yeah.
And it's just crazy to see, first from Tom Brady, he's never been comfortable and has never been complacent, because his situations has always basically told him, look, your complacency, you're gone. If you have any complacency, you're gone. Mm-hmm. And if not, you just got to fight to belong here.
Right.
So you might not even be great, because you don't have that potential to be great. To just remain here, you have to fight. He was in quarterback battles in Michigan, quarterback battles in the NFL, been dabbling in the NFL. People have been saying he's a system quarterback, he has to stay there. I mean, this guy's been fighting all his life to prove himself, to just belong. But guess what he did? He maximized himself to excel beyond expectation, and has been consistent beyond belief. So people like that who have those minds, they have to be different.
Right.
Michael Jordan always been he's different from Tom Brady, because he's always been in that expectations are high, because he was blessed with so many abilities. But he has always been, his mind is that he is the underdog, that he has to be. Every time he said, watching The Last Dance, he said he knew every night that some kid, it was his first time watching him play. And he wanted to make sure that the Michael Jordan they saw was the one that he once portrayed out there. And to have that type of mindset, and a lot of players, even nowadays, don't have that mindset. But that is literally why he's the best athlete, best basketball player of all time, because he had that mindset. Every game has to be magical.
Yeah. To talk about seeing the macro, I mean, big picture, that's about as big as it gets, you know, thinking about your legacy and how it's defined in that very moment, you know, and being able to see the foresight of that is just, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know? But that's, again, like you said, it's just a different mindset, like being always, you know, Tom Brady feeling, you know, being told your whole life you're inadequate and never letting yourself be a victim.
Yeah.
I mean, never settling for the victim.
And that's the thing is he accepted that, okay, I'm not blessed with everything, that I have to outwork everybody. He said in an interview that, you know, I had a bad day in practice today. And I thought the coach was, you know, they're looking for someone to take my job. That was his mindset, you know, and that's crazy. And he said that after winning 3 Super Bowls during that interview. Right. And that's just the drive he has. He's feeling like and I think it's with them, you know, I guess Tom Brady is chasing people's expectations or going above, you know, people's opinions. I think Michael Jordan, what he did great is he chased himself. It was never about people at all. He didn't care. And that's why he was able to maximize, even though he was blessed with so much skills, he was always in competition with self and what that person in his head. And so those are 2 different mentalities because, you know, Tom Brady has a lot of, like, you know, I could see where his motivation comes from. People doubt him. Michael Jordan is like, yes, sometimes people would doubt him, but really it's like, it's him and himself. Right. So some people have large expectations, but they fall off because they don't know how to stay consistent. Some people have none, and they let themselves stay down because they don't know how to get up or see above that veil of I guess doubt. And so it's 2 different people that I look at in 2 different mindsets.
Yeah, that's huge. Those are great people to have on your list.
Yeah.
So, one last question: do you have a favorite quote?
Oh man,
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's a good one. I made a quote, but I don't think I really have a favorite quote. Yep. I guess one thing Coach Bray, you know, he basically told me that, you know, you got to learn a way of doing things. You know, I guess it's either you do it, if you want to be exceptional, you have to have discipline, and you have to have a system. You have to have something in place that you could, because again, being exceptional is being consistent, is being good every day, being good every day. And people don't think about being good every day because they think, oh, it's easy to be good every day. No, it's not. It's not easy to be good every day. Your mind gets exhausted. Your passions change. Your time is a premium. It's hard to be good at what you do every day. And basically, that's what I live by, basically, is trying to be good every day, maximizing myself every day. My non-negotiable is not the result, is maximizing myself. You know, you can have a week where you don't sell nothing, but you've been grinding so hard and you go to sleep with peace because guess what? You knew you maximized yourself that day. And next week, you got 4 sales out of nowhere because all the work you did the week before, even though no one sees it, no one sees the sales those week, you're grinding that week. Right. And then out of nowhere, just things go crazy. So it just, for me, just maximizing myself, it's just what Coach Bray taught me, I remember, and not only on one side of your life, in every side. As a dad, maximizing yourself. As a student, as you're, you know, being a child, maximizing yourself, maximizing yourself in all the roles that you have in your life, and I think that's what I live by. Yep,
you said it perfect. Yep, I love it.
Yes, sir.
And it's just that fine little margin that makes a difference.
Yes.
So.
Yes, sir.
Now they know. Now no one has an excuse.
No one has an excuse.
Mo told you. So now we're gonna hold you accountable.
Well.
So if anybody wants to reach out to you, how can they get a hold of you?
Oh yeah, so there's various ways you could reach out to me. Twitter, Instagram at Barry Suave, BARRY SWAVEY, or you could call me 404-740, and I did say 404, so 740-9458. Email me at mo.barry BARRY @kw.com. So yeah, just reach out. I'm a friendly guy. If you ever want to go out for a coffee, you want to meet over here at KW Elite office, let's meet, let's talk, let's converse.
Perfect. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate your time, and look forward to seeing everything that you accomplish here over the next few years. And I'm sure we'll keep having you on and just keep checking in with you.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, I'm still somebody. So, all right.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yep.